Okay, so in this video we are going to have a look at a confidence interval for a population proportion exam question. It's from the 2022 higher level paper 2, question 5. So surveys carried out, random sample of 400 students, 135 of them preferred. So that's our population proportion. Parts 1, 2 and 3 give all solutions decimals correct 4 decimal places. Okay. Part 1, we were asked to figure out the proportion. So they want p hat, which will be 135 over 400. Into your calculator, you'll get 0.3375. So p hat is 0.3375, and that's part 1 answered. And we have our 4 decimal places, so we're okay there. Part 2 then says use the margin of error 1 over root n to create a 95% confidence interval. Okay, so usually what we would do here is we'd have p hat plus or minus 1.96 times 1 over root n. So they're saying, it'd be your root of p times 1 minus p all over n. So they're saying they don't want this part, and instead they're looking for p hat plus or minus 1 over root n. So p hat we can carry down from part 1. That hasn't changed. It's 0.3375, and n is always your original number, so 400. So we get 0.3375 minus 1 over root 400 less than or equal to p less than or equal to 0.3375 plus 1 over root 400. Into our calculator, 0.3375 minus 1 over root 400 will give me 0.2875 less than or equal to p less than or equal to, let me go back now and swap that minus for a plus, and we get 0.3875. And there's my answer. That's my 95% confidence interval using a margin of error of 1 over root n. Part 3 now. For 5 marks, they say use the proportion from part 1. So that's our 0.3375. Create a 95% confidence interval for it. And they tell us it'll be more accurate. Okay, so now we go to our standard formula. So it'll be p hat plus or minus 1.96 times the root of p times 1 minus p all over n. We know p hat is 0.3375. P we don't know, so we substitute for p hat, and n is our original number, which will be 400. So we get 0.3375 minus 1.96 times 0.3375, 1 minus 0.3375 all over 400. Cover your root, close your bracket, less than or equal to p, and this time same figures, we just add them instead. So 1.96 times 0.3375 all over 400. Close your bracket. Okay, into our calculator, 0.3375 minus 1.96 bracket, set up your root and then your fraction, 0.3375 times 1 minus 0.3375 all over 400. Come outside and close your bracket. We get 0.29116000132 less than or equal to p less than or equal to, back to your fraction, or back to your calculator and change your minus for a plus. We get 0.38383999868. So we just need to round to 4 decimals like we were asked to do so at the start of the question. And we get 0.2912 less than or equal to p less than or equal to 0.3838. So if we compare the two, we had 0.2875, that's changed to 0.912, and 0.3875 has changed to 0.3838. So it's narrowed the interval, the 95% confidence interval. It's a little bit more accurate. Okay, and that's part 3 done. So 15 marks in total for that question 5 there. And that's us done.